Like
he'll do something, and then I'm the type of person that I can't just be like, bro, why did you do that? But you know you shouldn't have done that, bro. Like, no, like I'm sorry. Why the fuck did you do that, bro? Why did you do that? And this guy would be like, bro, I don't know. He tried to be so calm, and then to the point where he's like, bro, I don't really like or respect you talking to me like that, bro. I'm coming to you the right way. And I'm just like, no, fuck that. Ain't nobody life is not gonna treat you like that and that little proud boy. But at the end of the day, I know where my intentions are. My intentions are totally correct. But I do understand what in his point of view where you have to kind of just calm down about it also.
Yeah.
Because it's like if I'm telling you, you're wrong, bitch, you're wrong, bitch, after a while you're gonna be tired of being called bitch.
Yeah, so we can get started on this. So I did watch the last interview with the I want to get it right. Let me see. Shattered Candy Productions.
Oh yeah,
Shout out.
with Alan.
Oh yeah, that's when we barely started
Yeah,
kicking up.
that's the first. Yeah,
That's
he
in
was our
December.
first podcast ever.
Before we
Yeah.
even did anything, bro. That guy's cool, man. Shout out Alan, bro.
Yeah.
Alan's cool, man.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
I have questions. So Freddie, like you mentioned the church, briefly. So what role did the church play in your music career?
Huh?
What role did the church play in your music career?
So like growing up, I grew up in church, bro, like in a Pentecostal church. So like my parents wanted me to be like a praise and worship leader. So I don't know if you ever heard of Grupo Mojao. They're
Yeah.
like a Spanish, old school Spanish Tejano group or like
Yeah.
conjunto group. And they started turning Christian, and then they started going to the church that I was going to when I was like 6, 7 years old. So like they started teaching me. I learned percussion, which is the bongos and the timbales and all that. And then from there went to drums, and then from there guitar, bass, and all that. So I've always been like a musician, and I've been in Christian bands and Christian rock bands. And then later on, I started playing in cover bands like for like Spanish rock, like Maná and Enanitos Verdes and stuff like that. To now, bro, I tapped into all this rap, and then but I wanted to get back to my roots, which is rock. So that's where Popular Loner came in. And
Nice. Yeah, so tell me more about Popular Loner.
go ahead.
Well, Popular Loner was originally supposed to be a brand. It was supposed to be like a clothing brand. And Freddy was with another team that he had started up called 956, and he was kind of doing his thing, and I was doing my thing. And then me and Freddy, we've been tight for a good minute, and so we would kind of bounce around ideas. And I told him I wanted to start getting into rock, and he's always been into rock too. So I told him, like, you know what, like I have this name, but I think I just want to make it into a clothing brand. He's like, nah, fuck that, bro. And he was just like, do it, like let's make it into a group. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, you don't think it sounds too cheesy? He's like, nah, like Popular Loner, it's cool. But I just didn't want nobody to copyright the name. So the 3 had to come in because I was like, I wanted it to be like a Lon3r, like an A. And
he wanted to put an A, bro.
He was like,
so it was going to be, instead of an E, it was going to be an A. So it was like Popular Lon3r. And I'm like, no. So then we reached out to, before we reached out to our boy, we're like, just put a 3 backwards, bro. And he's like, nah, because I don't want to do that Eminem style. Because Eminem has that.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, nah, this is gonna look cool, bro. Just watch. And then when he saw it, we reached out to a friend of ours, our videographer, like best in the one of the best in the RGB, from our opinion. You know, First Class Cinema. Shout out to First Class about the Mal Garcia. He's the one that made our bonito, which is this little bonito right here, the little skull kid. He made the monito. He made us the how the name, like how our logo was gonna be with our name and everything, and we just liked the way it looked, bro. And it grew on us, and it grew on him, and it came out pretty cool. We got our LLC and all that already established and everything, so we're ready to go on that as far as for Popular Loner. Yeah. And we call it, and he likes to say Popular Loner because he's always been like the loner, and I've always been like, when he met me, I was kind of popular. Like, not to be a flex or nothing, but like since I tattoo and I already had a lot of clients and stuff, and like him in school, he says he was a loner, so
I was pretty much
loner and popular, so popular
yeah.
loner.
In the group, it's more Freddie's more like the popular one, the one that speaks, and I'm kind of just in the back. Not like because I want to be, but it's kind of just I don't know. I just rather just kind of be to the side.
He needs to get his face more out there as far as like in camera or in Facebook lives. I do a live every morning, you know, just giving inspirational to a lot of people, because you don't know how they wake up in the mornings, if they want to do something to themselves or if they're gonna have a shitty day. So might as well just wake up and do an inspirational and just inspire people to just, you know, go through the day. You know what I mean? So that's what he needs to do more. That's what he's starting to do a bit more. So you'll be seeing a lot of more Troy out there too in the camera.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
but yeah, man, that's basically how Popular Loner originated. It was just a clothing brand idea, and then both me and Freddie were like, "Now let's just make it into a group," and it just made sense, and it fit us very, very well. And then once the name was established and the little Monito logo was established, it was pretty much just a straightforward shot from there on out. But and a lot of people relate to the name a lot. So Popular Loner, basically, you can be the most known person, but you can still feel the loneliest. So you can kind of just be surrounded by everybody, but you can still kind of just be there in the back. And it's okay, you know, it's not a bad thing. You don't have to be the most popular person.
Yeah, because a lot of people invite us to a whole bunch of places, bro, like to go chill and stuff. And when we can make it, we make it, and we can't, we can't. But it's always like we always try to have our circle a little bit smaller and just be in the studio making music. So if we feel like we're going to be wasting too much time doing stuff that's irrelevant to when we can be just be in the studio, you know, or like, let's say for you, you're a writer, you just want to be there and just write your stuff, because if you're just busy being everywhere else where you're not going to get any inspiration from, or you're not going to get any work done, then you're never going to do it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just have to be a loner, bro, and just be and accept that. And at certain points, in certain points of your life, that you certain times during the day, you have to be a loner, bro. You have to have time
Yeah,
for yourself, in other words.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Some more than others.
Yeah,
pretty much, honestly.
So what's your goal for Popular Loner?
Just, I mean, honestly, bro, just to make as much music and content as we possibly can, and just kind of just put out our music and shoot, hope that everybody relates to it. We just want to make music that people relate to and that they can listen to and that they can run to at the end of the day. Because not that we make a lot of sad music, but we make a lot of relatable music, you know. And we just want to establish our footprint, of course, in the music industry and what we're doing. We're not trying to chase the fame. We're not trying to chase.
We're not here for competition. We're not
Yeah.
trying to compete with nobody. We're not trying to be the best. We're just trying to, you know, like how he said, let our voices be heard and share music that's going to be relatable, whether it's going to be on a sad day, on a happy day, on a gym day where you go exercise, or whatever type of day where you can be able to get our catalog and just choose a song that's going to be able to help you during the day.
We want Popular Loner to be the vibe, bro. If you're just like, you know what, put on Popular Loner because it's a vibe, you know. And we have different. We're a very diverse team. So we go from Suicide Boys, and we can go to like Spanish rock, or we can go to like it just depends on how we feel, of course, and whatever fits our catalog. But honestly, we're just trying to make music, bro, at the end of the day, and just establish our footprint in the industry, and hopefully from further out in the future, you know, we become something huge. But we just want to show everybody, like, dude, you can do it. You know, everybody has a chance to do it as long as you're consistent, as long as you're disciplined, and as long as you keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
While we stay humble the whole way.
While we stay humble, yes.
That word humble is a real strong word, and it opens up doors, and it really helps you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In your lifestyle, being a humble person.
Honestly, and our music has saved us from a lot of situations, personally, individually, and also as a team. And what we always like to say whenever there are situations that do come up float with specific people, we just let our music speak. Because when our music speaks, then our numbers speak. And if our numbers speak, then our fans speak. So that's kind of like, it's a domino effect. So it helps us kind of just being like, you know what, we're just going to put it in the song and that's it. You know, maybe this guy's just coughing the whole entire time when he's recording. if I were to show you the amount of recordings I have of him coughing, bro, and dying, like when he's on the mic, it's funny.
Yeah, it's a habit.
But yeah, bro.
So how do you approach writing since you have like this whole like you have a lot of genres, right? So you know, I was actually going through the your YouTube, and that's something that really stuck out to me was like the difference between like chilling and then someone home. you know,
Yeah.
and so and I really like that, like, that
Yeah,
different.
so it's like very unexpected. So whenever people tell me, because especially me, well, he meets a lot of new people because he has his he has a kitchen. So
I have
like
a catering business.
he has a catering business. So he meets a lot of people, but also I since I tattoo, I meet a lot of new people every day. And when they tell me, "Oh, bro, you perform," the ones that haven't heard my music, I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." So I'll put it on YouTube and I'll let them watch the videos and listen to the songs, and they're like, bro, that was like a complete vibe changer. Like how you just said, from someone's home to chilling or to GTFO, it's like it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah, the writing process is basically, I mean, we both sit in the studio together. There are moments where sometimes, if Freddie's busy, then I'll hit the studio and I'll write, or Freddie will come to the studio with already written things, and we'll just find a beat and create something on the scratch. But 90% of the time,
it's done here.
Yeah, we sit together. We already established that from the first, from the get go. We sit in the studio and we'll write together.
Right before, or right now, we were gonna work on a song, and we were like, bro, it's already it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're like, we got 15 minutes. Let's at least make the hook, like, like. So, but we'll both pass ideas and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, we're not the type where we'll be like, I have an idea, and then we throw it. Okay, just throw on your verse. Like, I think that's boring. That's not creative, and then it doesn't make the project fun. Because we look at every song as a project, because it does take like about a month for us to finish everything. Yeah. That's the video, that's the song, that's the mix and mastering, everything, bro. So every single month that we work on a song, it takes that long, So we sit together, we'll write, we'll brainstorm. There's been times where we create a chorus or a hook, and a few days later we're like, we don't like that, and we trash it and we do the hook again. So we don't just settle for less, because we also understand that we have a lot of listeners too.
And we have our chosen few that we show our music to,
yeah,
before anything. And they're the type of people that they'll be completely honest, dead honest. So if I see any type of hesitation in their face, I'm like, no, that's it. We gotta change this shit, or we gotta change that. You know what I mean?
You'll feel the vibe, bro, and it's awkward too.
And a lot of people can't handle that, bro. A lot of people can't handle like I've been told, hey, can you review my music? And I give them my honest opinion, and like in the best way that I can, and they just take it in the wrong way, bro. Like people can just take professional criticism, and you need to. Why? Because you might like it, you might love it how it comes out, but are you doing it for you? Is that your mission at the end, or are you doing it to other people can hear? Yeah. You know what I mean? So you have to be considerate of the people out there too, what they want to listen to, and your music might not be for everybody, and it's not. But at the end of the day, that's why we try to keep it. We try to change the styles, because we have our people that listen a lot to rap, then we have our people that listen to rock, we have people that listen to country, we have people that listen to all types of music. So why not, right? Why not hit every single genre? Like everybody's afraid to. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to do it, and we're not. We just want to step up to the plate. You know what I mean?
That's great. Have you guys had any like songs that changed genres, where like it starts off in one and you're like, you know what, it sounds better this way?
Our rap lately, we've been experimenting a lot with trap metal. So like where it sounds like rock, but it's rap. And I think when we dropped GTFO, that was kind of like, this is really cool. Because it's a really hard bass, and we have a band that we work with, which is For You, and they turned that song into a rock song for us for our live shows. So like, dude, we can do something like that. So lately, we've been really experimenting with like mixing rap with rock melodic elements, because Freddie's the screamer and then I'm the singer, and then we mesh together like that. That's why we mesh very well on the track. But then when it comes to rap, we try to take those same elements where he'll still be screaming and I'll be rapping, or at least add like a certain melodic to it. So right now, the track, we were working on something before we even jumped on this Zoom call, and we were trying to see like, hey, let's add those elements together. So it's very experimental for us, but we don't shy away from it either. So yeah, we're working on some tracks like that, that go from one genre and then kind of shifts within the.
Bro, we just have a new song that's gonna come out. It's called Lon3r, and at the end, I do a whole like Mexican. I do, bro. I Spanish. I started doing rap and singing in Spanish before English, bro, because I was born in Mexico. You know what I mean? I got papers though. I got papers, but I was born in Mexico. I was born
about that.
Matamoros, Tamaulipas, but Yeah, bro. Spanish has always been my number one language, and I feel like people like it when you mix the English and then a little bit of Spanish. You know what I mean? Especially if you're
Yeah.
like border towns or like the Hispanic San Antonio, Dallas. Or now everybody's starting doing it because now even other identities are also using Spanish. You know what I'm saying? They're using Spanish words and stuff because it's starting to be so popular. Like if you really notice, look, there's a who was it?
So
Who was it?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube and that
The
banda, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these banda
Yeah.
groups are starting to get these rappers now, and like they don't even know Spanish, but they add that little mix, They want to add the little salsita mix on there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So tell me about the song that you guys were working on.
The one before we jumped on.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just it's because we have upcoming shows starting on June 23rd, and then we just have shows back to back, back to back. We have Barber Fest coming up on when is it? The 25th.
We got this Comic Con that we're gonna go to. It's gonna be on the 26th, and then on the 24th, on the 23rd, and then on the 24th, it's gonna be Barber Fest, which is gonna be
in Brownsville.
Charlie Boy. Do you remember that guy? The one that all my mama, all my hood. I stay fly, I stay good. Some old school back in the day, yeah.
An old timer.
He had that hit, and then I don't know if you know who Two Life Crew is.
I don't think so.
Old school. It's old school, like the one that, hey, we want some pussy,
and they dance
and
and
yeah,
everything.
like those. Yeah, we have a show over there in Pasadena too. So we have a whole bunch of shows, but we're trying. This song that we were working on it has heavy guitars on it, but it has a hip hop sound to it. So even though it might not be for the category that we're gonna go perform with, that's the whole point. I was telling him that whenever you go to a rap show, you hear all these rappers and they're talented come up to the stage, and you're like, after seeing 5, 6, 7 rappers, you're gonna get tired of rap, even if you're going to the show. You know what I'm saying? So when all of a sudden you see some dudes pop up and the sound changes, but still keeping that element of rap, you're gonna be like, whoa, like, okay, I'm interested now because we don't sound like everybody else. You know what I mean? And these are a lot of the game plans that we have. And this is all like, I know people are gonna hear this, and this is all like free. This is free info because it works for us, bro. Honestly, last time we went to Pasadena, we went to a rap competition. We ended up coming out performing rock songs there too, and people were like headbanging and like enjoying it and everything, and everybody at the end clapped. Why? Because it was different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it was very cool, man. When we went to Pasadena for the show, little did we know also it was a competition, and we ended up winning that competition as well because of our diversity and of our stage presence. But like what he was saying, we just like to be the different one, but still stick on topic. We don't want to be completely fucking different, but we still stick on topic, but our sound just has to be intriguing. Everybody likes different, bro, and of course, I mean that's what we try to stay on. So
yeah. I actually I've read this article that's exactly about that, like where people look for things that are familiar but different. So it's gotta have some of that familiarity, but also it's gotta be change it, in some fundamental way. And you guys are doing that, and I think that's fucking cool.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate
you so much for that.
So yeah, I have more questions. Like so yeah, Freddie, you mentioned you played a whole bunch of instruments. Um, Troy, do you play any instruments?
I dabble a little bit with the acoustic guitar. I'm trying to learn the bass, but I know how to play piano and everything. I used to make beats. I used to just dabble into that field for at least a year, and then I tried selling it for about a month, and it never worked. so
Didn't stick.
I stopped doing that. I just went back to just recording. But I mix and master all of our songs. So all of our songs that are out, I'm the one that engineers them, and then we go to a co-producer that adds specific instruments on it. But
Robbie Reyna,
Robbie
Reyna
from Arlington, Texas. Man, that guy is, oh my god! Like you step into his studio and you're like, okay. And as soon as he picks up that guitar, you just let him do what he got to do. Like you step out of the way. But he's a very talented guy. But no, I pretty much just dabble a little bit with the guitar and just piano if needed. But other than that, no, just vocals. Just thinking.
He played with this dude.
Oh, this guy over here. It's always with them gay jokes. You sound
So
homophobic.
so tell me more about your influences since it's so diverse. Like, do you pull from like who do you pull from? From these different genres.
Freddie pulls from me.
Me personally, everything, bro. Like, look, put it like this. I'm 36, so
God
like
damn.
I fucking grew up with Metallica, Pantera, and then all this other new, which is called new metal, which is Slipknot, Korn, all that stuff. And then this guy, he's like newer, so you have to expect he listens to like Little Peep, and MGK, like when XXX Tentacion and all that. So basically, what we did is gather all his influences and gather all my influences and just fused it together. Yeah, we fused it together, bro, and it just became Popular Loner. So when people tell us, "Well, who do you think you guys sound like?" Well, we sound like Popular Loner. We made it like we feel like we're making our own sound. We're not trying to be just like Korn. We're not trying to be just like Slipknot. We're not trying to be just like Suicide Boys. We're trying to just make our own sound.
Yeah, but we take from elements like every other artist. They get inspired and they use certain elements. So that's pretty much what we do. Whenever we attack a song or we attack a show or whatever we're doing creatively, we always have some type of inspiration from his inspirations or from mine, and we just mix them together. But for me, I'm 23, so I follow the whole deal.
I'm a cradle robber.
Honestly, he's hanging out with me, so like he looks younger because of me. But what's it called? Yeah, I like my influences are mostly like pop rock artists, like the new ones. Like I know MGK was doing rap for a good minute, and then he kind of lost that battle, and then he went into rock, and then just X and Lil Peep,
Justin Bieber,
and hey, Justin Bieber go hard though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, and then he starts putting me on like the older generation stuff. But I would always listen to like Papa Roach and Nickelback, things like that. But we
Limp Bizkit and stuff.
Limp Bizkit's cool, man. Yeah, we try to add that. We're studying that right now. We're trying to perfect that because we want to rap and rock at the same time. So and there's rock and roll. We try to rap and rock. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we do. We just mesh all our shit together and it becomes this Popular Loner.
So tell me about the Popular Loner cinematic universe.
Oh, damn, the cinematic universe. Hey, man, we got something on the works, though. I'm not gonna lie. We have some.
We have so many stuff that we would want to tell you, but we just can't. We don't want to put it out there yet.
We can't pull a Tom Holland, bro.
Yeah, we can't do that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
But I do promise you that, bro. We owe it all to First Class Cinema. First Class Cinema really brings our ideas to mind. Now there's been some videos where we've done most of it has been us, which is like GTFO and stuff like that. But Valdemar has always given us like not scripts, but we always have our little Waterburger meetings. We sit down, we talk about what we're gonna do in the video. So everything's pre-planned. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't go the way you want to because it starts raining or something, so we have to improvise. But if you check out every single video that we have on YouTube, each video is different and it's unique in its own way. Like someone's home, there's the whole fire thing, the whole Troy burying himself and me catching on fire, which we were both killing ourselves, but we're killing our old selves so we can become this new person who we are, which is Popular Loner, who we represent. So each song that we let out has a representation, especially our rock stuff.
Yeah.
GTFO was mostly like a fuck you. Like
we wanted to flex a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? That one was just a fuck you, a very fun song, a very song if you're stuck in traffic, if you're having problems with a coworker, it's a song that you just go in your car and instead of punching somebody, what you can do is raise that shit up and just chant to it. That's basically what it was. Video is amazing, color grade is amazing, like so many effects and ideas. And Valdemar comes from a cinematic universe because that's what he wants to be. He wants to be like a director a movie director. So of course, everything that we bring to the table in our videos is going to be good acting, props. I know in Broken Hearted, it was like a complete movie, bro. A battle between the cartel and DEA agents. Chilling, we had a shitload of costumes that we needed to buy and different sceneries, adding actual movies. And we had to find a way. We were like, how the fuck are we gonna get away with this? Like putting movie scenes on there and us being in the movies. Well, I mean, it's a parody song, so as long as it's a parody song, then you can go ahead and do it. So that's how we got
Nice.
away with it. But we did our research. Every time we do something, bro, we do our research, and then the people that want to get involved in our videos, we never say no. If somebody wants to come on our video, they're more than welcome. Like, we're not that type where like, oh no, you gotta pay us to be in our videos, or nah, there's no space for you, bro. We find even the smallest person that wants to be on there, bro. It doesn't matter if you have clout. It doesn't matter if you're nobody. I don't care, bro. If you're to us, it's a blessing. Everybody who wants to come and help or come on a video and everything. So
Honestly,
even you're invited, bro. Anytime we do a video, if you ever want to pull up, you can pull
Hell
up,
yeah.
man.
got a little table there set up for
And
you.
we're
with the
about to release
podcast.
our new music video.
Wait for me.
Which is on Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna release it on Wednesday, and it's a very powerful song. I feel like it's one of the best songs that we've done so far as in our rock genre. It's not a heavy song and it's not a slow song. It's just the right tone, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you like Blink 182, if you like Chevelle and stuff like that, you're gonna definitely rock with it. And it's coming out on Wednesday, and we're super excited. We're super stoked, bro. And then we're about to shoot another music video on June 5th, and that's the one.
Oh man,
it's gonna be crazy, bro. Like, believe me.
Excited about that.
We're not hyping it up for no reason. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're gonna get Channel 5 involved in it and everything. It's gonna be a big thing, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Hell yeah.
Every single video we do, bro, we compete with ourselves. So if you thought the last video was badass, then the next video is gonna have to even be better. And sometimes me and Freddy will go back and forth, and we'll be like, no, like we have to do it better.
Yeah, we have our toxic fights sometimes. You know what I mean?
Because it's because of the stuff that we put out, bro. We keep raising the bar. We don't compete with nobody else. We honestly don't care about anybody
else. With ourselves. Yeah. Because we're like, bro, if we released this last week and everybody enjoyed it, then we have to release something even better, because we just can't lower the bar anymore. You know what I mean? That's once you open that door and you start walking up steps to try to reach to the top, you can't go back down, bro. You know what I mean? So, and financially, sometimes it kills us, bro, because all this costs money, props, paying for locations. You know, there's times where we have to pay for actors if they're really, really good, you know, depending on our vision on the video. So it costs a lot of money, you know what I mean? But we grind every day. We hustle every day, bro. He has bills, a whole bunch of bills that he needs to pay. I got a family of 4 kids, my wife, my own house, car, everything that I pay for, all my bills and stuff. So it takes a financial toll on us, but we believe that this is something that's really gonna blow up. If not, we would have stopped a long time.
Honestly, bro, we're not we're real big on not wasting time. Very, very big on that. Yeah, we may goof around and something like that, but we're very heavy on not wasting time. So what we're doing right now is not a hobby. It's honestly our job.
Yeah, you know, because we are getting paid on it online, for our music, for the streams and stuff like that. So we are generating money. Now, we're not getting rich off of it, but we are generating money. But yeah, this is our second job, bro. Honestly, this is something that we take very serious, and
Definitely, yeah, that's amazing. Now, how do you handle the difficult conversations?
Like how? Example.
So you mentioned you had your your toxic fights. Like, how do you handle them?
Man, we'll smoke, bro.
Yeah, like he'll do something, and then I'm the type of person that I can't just be like, bro, why did you do that? But you know you shouldn't have done that, bro. Like, no, like I'm sorry. Why the fuck did you do that, bro? Why did you do that? And this guy would be like, bro, I don't know. He tried to be so calm, and then to the point where he's like, bro, I don't really respect you talking to me like that, bro. I'm coming to you the right way. And I'm just like, no, fuck that. Ain't nobody, life is not going to treat you like that and that little Proud Boys. But at the end of the day, I know where my intentions are. My intentions are totally correct. But I do understand what, in his point of view, where you have to kind of just calm down about it also. Because it's like, if I'm telling you, you're wrong, bitch. You're wrong, bitch. After a while, you're going to be tired of being called bitch. You know what I mean? So you're just like, okay, bro, like,
chill the fuck out. Right?
Yeah, like, chill out. And I'll be like, I'll be right back. Or he'll do that, I'll be right back. I'll go smoke, and he'll go smoke, but he'll go clear his mind, really think about it before it escalates, and then we come back and we're like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm just really stressed because we have to do this, and no, I get you, bro. I understand. So in a way, it's still helpful because he snaps out of it, or I'll snap out of it, and then we just continue walking forward instead of fuck you, I'm out. That's it. Boom. You know, we have a strong bond, bro. Like honestly,
we got a strong bond, bro, and we understand because we both got short fuses. Like,
so whoever thinks that we're fucking perfect, we're not, bro. You know what I mean?
This is my bitch right here, bro. But but that we just talk about it, bro. I mean, after we yell at each other for it, then we just talk about it. We're like, but we've never gotten to the point where like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck you up type shit. Like we never let it get to that point. We always just argue like brothers. Brothers argue at the end of the day, bro. And so, but we understand also that we have a lot of things that we're doing and creating, like a lot of a big movement. And it's not only just the music, bro. We're homies. You know, we'll chill. You know, we'll chill at his crib. He'll smoke me out until I get paranoid, and then we'll watch Super Troopers.
You'll be uncomfortably high.
I'll be uncomfortably high, like you know, like I'm like I gotta go to sleep. So, but we'll pretty much be chilling, dude. Like honestly, but we always talk about it at the end of the day. We never let the day end if we're on bad terms. You know, so it's pretty much what we do.
That's good. So yeah, so you mentioned there's a new music video coming out. I saw it on the YouTube, right? It's like it's gonna premiere on the 31st, I believe.
Yeah,
there's like a portal on there on the screen.
That's kind of gonna we have ideas. I'm not gonna really go into detail with it, but we're hoping that this video will start off the Popular Loner cinematic universe or the multiverse, you know. Yeah, and bringing in all the other characters that we've played in our past videos. But
so pay attention to every single character that's in every single video because they will be back.
Yeah, honestly.
Together. Yeah, that's one of our little secrets, one little teaser, right?
Yeah.
But
you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. We like to do that, bro.
That portal is gonna be it's gonna be a major thing. Yeah,
this is gonna be really cool, honestly. Nice. And Batman did his thing on it, man. Honestly, like it was very surprising. It's very mainstream. We always try to shoot for over the top mainstream production, songs, lyrics, and videos. Videos, of course, dude. Right off the bat, we need to make sure we look good. But it's really dope, bro. I'm excited for you to see it. Once you see it, bro, please let us know what you think about it. And if you give us your honest feedback.
If it sucks, just say, yo, bro, it sucks.
Just be like, I regret having you guys on the podcast. Right?
Nah, I like the work you guys are doing. It's just really cool.
Yeah, we're about to have a show also, bro. Like, you know how you had that interview with Delta Divide, and we're gonna have a show on, and I think it's July 18th, and it's gonna be at the Moon Rock.
Not July 8th.
July 8th?
Yeah, it's July 8th.
July 8th at the Moon Rock, and that one they're gonna be performing. I know the Hero Prevail is gonna be performing. Like
it's a big rock show.
It's gonna be like a big rock show, bro. So anybody who wants to make it out there, we're gonna be over there too.
Okay, yeah. July 18th.
8th, my bad.
July
8th.
Freddie got
8th.
Yeah. We're gonna do a little flyer, and we're gonna have all our shows and times and shit posted on our Facebooks and on social media, so that way people can know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that are in the works that you guys can't talk about. What do you guys wanna? Is there anything else you guys want to mention? Want to cover?
I mean, just mostly just the shows, man. I mean, these shows that we're gonna start doing are pretty big events, and we're really, really excited about that. And all ages are welcome, of course. And just if you guys or anybody decides to pull up to these shows, just let us know. And we usually like to have a specific area of the shows that we perform at where we can chill, you know, with our friends, family, fans, supporters.
And we talk to a lot of people, bro. Like we're not the type to be like all uptight and not talk to anybody. Like we talk to fans and we talk to people that reach out to us, like on social media or in person. Pictures. We've done autographs. People have bought in merch. We've had T-shirts. You know, and people have showed us so much support. You know what, bro? I'm gonna give you one of these too. Look, we have one of these.
Is it the cool one? We have a little.
We have this present for you.
There's that one, and then we get
this one, and then this. Yeah, it's on turn on watch.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, well, I think you like this one, so I'm gonna give you this one.
We'll
we have rolling trays, bro. We're gonna have lighters. A lot of people have been asking us. We have sports bags that we have personal sports bags that we made Popular Loner. So we see the support that people give us, bro, and we just want to take a chance. Well, a chance right now since whoever's going to hear this podcast, just thank you everybody who's ever shared, listened, commented, whether it's good or bad, whatever, giving us feedback on Popular Loner, because honestly, you can't keep growing unless you have an audience. You know what I mean? You can't grow unless you have people helping you grow. So that's why we try to give people the best that we can, because there's not a point. You guys are basically carrying us, bro. You guys, all of y'all. And we're trying to make it, and all of you are helping us, and you guys are carrying us. And then we're not going to do something stupid or something out of character or something that's not going to relate to us. And all that hard work was done for nothing. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
So we want to thank every single one of y'all, bro, including yourself. You're opening another door for us. You know what I mean? This is more content. This is, content for yourself. Our name is going to be spread out more because of you. And we want to go ahead and thank you for that, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Likewise, man. I wouldn't be able to do this show without, people like you guys. So it goes both ways, really.
Exactly.
And we'd owe it, like you said, to, the listeners. So thank you to the listeners from me as well. We really literally cannot do this without you,
Yeah.
So where can people find you guys? You guys are very active on Facebook. I know that, right?
Yes, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Our TikTok is going to start being focused on a little bit more this summer, with a lot of cool creative content that we got in the works. But yeah, just YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all under Popular Loner Music. Now it's with the 3R, not an ER. It's with the 3R, Popular Loner Music.
And we're always giving away, we're always having giveaways and stuff like that too, bro, like raffles and stuff, because a lot of we understand that we can't just be, hey, listen to my music. Hey, comment my stuff. Hey, listen to my music and comment and comment and comment. What do you ever get in return? You get to listen to good music, yes. But at the same time, I always try to help all people. So I always do like, okay, guys, look, I'm going to do this. Everybody who comments and likes and subscribes, I'm going to raffle $100. Or I'm going to raffle $50. Or I'm going to raffle this big ass thing or something. You know what I mean? I always try to give back to people. Or I give them discounts like on tattoos. Like I said, I tattoo, bro. So like, I'll give away a hand-sized tattoo or like a little 2x2 tattoo. You know what I mean? And I always try to give back to whatever I can, bro. Like, I also do music reactions, and I don't charge. It's just to give artists just their a little bit of more exposure. You know what I mean? And I don't do it again. I don't do it for the clout. I don't do it to get followers. I don't do it for none of that. I do it because it's self-soothing to me. You know what I mean? It's something I've done so much bad in my life, you know what I mean? I'm in my past, I've been to prison and stuff like that before. So like this is a part of me that wants to be able to do right and do good. You know what I mean? So it's not a phase or nothing like that, but yeah, I've had it in my heart to do that. And ever since I've been doing that, I've found more peace within myself, within my family, within our music and everything. So like, yeah, the whole positive energy shit, it works, bro.
Yeah, it's real, bro.
It's real. It's real.
Peace and positivity all the way.
Beautiful, bro. Man. That's beautiful. So Troy, I knew you had mentioned in the that other other podcast that I had mentioned before with Shattered Candy Productions. You had mentioned that you were out of the scene for a little bit. What was it like being out?
Well, being out of the scene, it was very depressing. But it's because I'm not athletic. I'm not super smart. I'm not into like going out and partying. I've always just been into just music. And the reason why I was out of the scene was because I always had bad writer's block. I couldn't create anything because I was so close-minded to only one genre. And then I just started working. I as soon as I got out of high school, I just went to start working, and I just developed like that work ethic, and I just got lost in it. And so because I was working so much, I never found the time for music. So I would put out a song, keep the momentum going for like a week or so, and then I'll let it die. And then I'll do it again like the following year or the next couple months. And it wasn't until I had dropped a song called Falling Down, which then caught his attention, which was like, yo, what's up? And then we started chatting from that. And ever since then, it's kind of just been history, and I've remained consistent. I used to put out a little series called Heavy Hearts, and it was a weekly series. So every single Friday, I would drop a video on Facebook, like a minute video of me just rapping, just random, like, doing a cool thing. And they were pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, they had like a good clap going on while he was doing his thing, with another team that he had. But how it was outside of the music, It was it was kind of it kind of sucked, but it was peaceful, if that makes any sense. Because this
Mm.
music stuff is it's not for everybody. I'm not gonna it's not for everybody, dude. One, there's a lot of fucking money that goes into it. Two, there's a lot of stress. You lose a lot of sleep.
You gotta be you gotta be
Yeah,
mentally ready
bro. Yes, and even
for criticism, for
everybody's watching you all the time,
yeah.
bro. Everybody's watching you. Everybody's stealing from you. But at the end of the day, as long as you keep a positive head over your shoulders and you have a positive team, then it doesn't matter. So I would say basically just everything in a nutshell, it was more peaceful. But I would not be anywhere else than where I am right now in life because I like it because I got good friends, by my side. I have, my family. I got my girl. I got everybody, and that I'm very excited and that are rocking with us. And we have this movement that is very strong, and we get to meet people like you, bro. So it's very badass. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, even though it's fucking stressful. But I'm extremely happy.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. I mean, and I mean, I like to do, comedy, and that's very fulfilling for me. So,
Yeah,
I can put myself in your shoes. Definitely. I've been through, writer's block. I still go through it. It's not like
it
I'm past
sucks,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
It does suck.
What do you okay? Maybe you can help. I know we have two different types of fields that we're in, but from one artist to another, what do you do that helps you break out of writer's block?
I just usually whenever I experience writer's block, it's because I'm trying too hard to focus on one thing. Usually it's like, comedy, trying to write dick jokes or whatever, and usually what breaks me out of it would be just to write anything else, literally anything else. I could go into poetry, I could write story, I could write whatever, as long as it's not what I was trying to write before. And that usually helps, move some of the gunk and kind of clear the tubes a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me a lot of this one interview I had saw. I don't know if you've seen it. I think you probably have because it reminds me a lot of it. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran was talking about that when you get writer's block, it's like opening up a broken faucet. What you
Yeah.
just gotta let the shit flow, and then eventually, then it just
Yeah.
starts flowing. So when it comes to me and him, we'll sit in the studio, bro, and we'll have very frustrating moments because we'll try to create and be like, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. And especially because we're pressured by time, and then eventually we'll kind of just go like without the studio for about a couple of days, and then we'll come back and make a banger. But one thing that we've come to learn is that it's okay to make those shitty songs and then put them to the side because it's helping you. It's helping you get the flow, and then you can even if the song is shitty, there's still something in there that you can pull
Yeah, that you can use
and make into the other song.
It's like buying a brand new car and then buying another car for parts.
Honestly, that's pretty much what we do, bro. We have a shitload of songs, bro, that are unreleased that have not been heard, only by our selected few. But out of the what 5 songs, 5 6 songs that we are already having out, like we have more, like over a little bit over 20. So it's crazy. But we follow that method heavily. I've always been curious on how comedians are, because it just seems like you guys just come up with shit just all the time.
I know
But
Yeah,
you guys
no,
have to be really in tune, like in social, like in what's going on right now
relevant,
with
yeah.
people and with what's going on in the world, and you have to be very educated in a lot of things to be. I feel to be a comedian. You know what I mean?
well, it depends what kind of comedian you are. Yeah, because like everyone does it differently, like so there's some that, do social commentary, and then like I say, as I said earlier, like I write, dick jokes, which is basically, it's what it is. Like it's not like, um have you ever heard like Stephen Wright or Mitch Hedberg or, very one-liner type, no?
Mhm.
I haven't
So
honestly.
I
No?
haven't heard of those, but I kind of get the idea of what you're talking about. It's just a real straight cut.
Yeah, like
You
I'll be
straight.
like I'll go on stage and like I'll open with like, I used to be a history major, but I kept failing my classes. Turns out those who forget their history are condemned to repeat it, or
Uh,
something like that.
yeah.
Like my opener for for the last show that I did was when people ask me if I want kids, I report them to the police. And and that doesn't really take too much of like of the, being in tune with like the social sphere.
Yeah,
I'm just writing my own thing that, that's like, I like to say that it's like evergreen, where it's like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what happens socially. my jokes will work because it doesn't depend on like the social sphere. It's just like
Oh, okay.
wordplay or
So
random
yeah,
stupid
I
shit.
feel that. I feel that. I feel that. We have one of my the comedians that I guess Chico Bling. We have him in
Mm.
one of our songs at the end of our video with
GT,
GTFO.
GTFO.
And yeah, that guy gets down pretty good. We also know, like, I don't know if you know Gerber. Gerber also supports us
Mm.
here. He's a local comedian, and Anthony Nino and a whole bunch of other people that I know that are comedians.
Yeah, I know
Um,
Anthony. I know the
yeah.
Recall guys. Shout out to the Recall guys.
Oh yeah, they're the Recall. Yeah, the Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, like, does the studio time, having a like a certain timer, that's counting down, does that add something to the like does that pressure add to your the creative juices? Does that make it in a way easier or harder
I
to
feel like it
write?
makes it harder, bro, because
Yeah.
we think too much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like. Don't get me wrong, we do good under pressure. We always have, but if you really want to write a good song and for the song to come out really really good, you gotta, like, it just comes out naturally, like when you least expect it. Like, it'll just, because there'll be times where, like, and honestly, like, the smoke helps out a lot. There's been times where we go outside, we smoke, we come back inside. As soon as we come back inside and press play and listen to whatever beat that we're gonna do it to, we come up with something off the rip,
Yeah.
like, just naturally. And then we're like, whoa, bro, what the fuck? And then you're like, okay, write this, let's write this, okay. And then this guy,
I used to. I don't have.
this guy used to have a big ass freaking
Dry erase board.
dry erase board, and he would put a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? And I was more of the freestylist before we had linked up. I was more of the whatever, bro, whatever I'm gonna say, and then I'll go back and then I'll cut whatever I didn't want, and then keep going, And nothing was really planned. Everything was really just, you know what I mean, just done right there and then. And with us, it's planned.
It's strategic.
Yes, strategic. The things that we do with our music and our next steps. So we try to plan 20 steps ahead instead of just, okay, this is what we're gonna do tomorrow. We already know from Monday to Tuesday what we're gonna post. We already know what we're gonna release. We already know what to promote and what not to promote. You know what I mean? Try to hit the algorithm. So we do everything, like, when it comes to specs like that. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great, and I think that's something that's very important for people to hear. And so, can you tell us, like, what are the advantages of planning so far? Planning ahead.
Planning ahead just honestly helps us, like, not tripping over certain situations that don't go our way, because we always, if we have a plan A, we always have a plan B, and if we have a plan B, we have a plan C with everything, because there have been certain situations where we travel up north and the show doesn't go as planned and it gets canceled, and then we're like, like, what are we gonna do? And then we ended up going to another city to handle other business that we needed to handle anyways, or for songs, when it comes to songs, we don't really plan out the song. We have an idea. We make ideas happen. We brainstorm topics and things like that. But when it comes to songs, like what Freddie said, we let everything happen naturally, because the best content is content that happens naturally. But when it comes to planning, we are very strategic with every single move that we make, even post everything that we do, even when it comes to his business, how he integrates Popular Loner into his tattoo business, how I integrate Popular Loner into my catering business. Um, Everything's strategic and everything's
Or even like this, bro. Like, let's say you get invited to a show. You're an artist. You get invited to a show in Houston, Texas. Okay. Now you say yes. You're committed to that show. You're gonna go perform. Now, do you have enough money for food for the road?
Yeah.
Do you have enough money for gas? How do you know how you're gonna get over there? Once you get over there, do you have merch to sell? Once you get over there, do you have something that you're gonna give to the whole crowd or to the audience or to promoters your information where they can find you? Because I can easily say, oh, find us at Popular Loner Music. You're not gonna remember that. You're not. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in a show with a whole bunch of other artists, with a whole bunch of other people. Like, you want to be able to make sure that they remember you, and they will remember you because of your performance and how you perform and the music and everything. But you always have to give them some sort of souvenir or something like that, so they can be like, oh shit, like a bracelet or something. Be like Popular Donor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that when we say plan ahead, we're planning all that stuff, bro. Like, like I said, we're not rich. We don't come from rich families or nothing like that. So whenever they give us a show that we're gonna like, you guys are gonna go perform in Dallas, Texas, and then you guys have 2 more podcasts over here. We're like, okay, shit.
We have to
like,
take into consideration.
yeah, okay,
with
we're gonna need like $200 of gas. All right, let's start the hustle. You know what I mean? So that's when we know we have to do, we start hustling. We don't have the money right there, and then we'll hustle, bro. And we don't go rob people, and we don't go and do scams or nothing. It's literally like hardworking fucking money, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we'll do whatever. You know what I mean? Like with my tattoo business, is if I already told you, look, bro, I'm gonna charge you $150 for this tattoo, I might hit you up and be like, yo, bro, you want to get it done today or what, for 120? Boom, off the rip, you're gonna come and get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my levels of hustle, like how I hustle. You know what I mean? Especially with my business, when we need the money now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So you mentioned having like 20 or so songs like already recorded. How do you plan like your next release?
How do we plan on it? Well, we usually try to do lately. What we've been doing is rock and rap, rock and rap. So right now we have a rock song coming up. We actually have 2 rock songs that we're gonna drop, and then a rap song, which is with the homie Lon3r. Shout out Lon3r, he's really good dude. But we usually go based off one. We look at our audience and we're like, okay, what have they already heard? Like whatever we already fed them, and then we try to go opposite of that, you know. And
Or this guy will put it on a playlist,
yeah,
and he'll be like, if it sounds badass right after it, then that's the song that we're gonna do.
yeah, we'll mesh up all of our songs together. So what I do is we'll sit in the studio, and if we have writer's block that day, we'll be like, okay, well we need to know what direction to take anyways. So then what I'll do, I'll take our whole catalog of 5 songs that we have out already, and I'll put it together like as if we're gonna do a show. And then I'm like, okay, now we have this song that we haven't really worked on. Let's see how it sounds in that. And if it fits, then that'll be the next song that we're gonna release. If it doesn't, then we'll keep going and going and going and going. And even then, like even if we don't have a song written, we'll play a beat. And if the beat fits after that last song we just released, then we'll be like, okay, that's cool. Because I look at our releases as just we release singles, but I always look at it as like projects, like albums. You know, so what's gonna be the next song that's gonna be really like cool? Because there's some people that will hear an artist and then they'll hear the favorite song from that artist, and but they'll let the songs keep playing. So every song that the artist has out, they'll keep playing them and they'll let it play, let it play. But we don't want to be those artists where like they just like one song and that's it. You know, we want
hit wonders.
Yeah, one hit wonders. We want to make sure that our catalog fits, you know. So it's like, yeah, you may like this song, it may be your favorite song, but I know you also like this one, you know, like so that we're very, very strategic, bro, with everything we do. Like we do our best to make sure we don't put out bullshit. Like there's a lot of people that just release a song and expect to blow up, you know. And for us, we look at our songs as stepping stones. We're like, okay,
And we've noticed, bro, that we've what is it? We've inspired a lot of people, bro. Even people that don't like us. You know what I mean? Like straight up. I mean, just straight up. Like even people that don't like us, bro. We've inspired people like that. And you see us, and you see them trying to copy and blah blah blah, and like trying to play a persona. But if that's not who you really are, bro, people are gonna see past that. And if that's not who you really are, it's not going to work for you, because when you genuinely are what you're doing, people will see that, and at the end of the day, it's always going to go towards your favor. But yeah, bro, like we don't get mad because somebody else is trying to, you know, do our style, or like do the same style or nothing. We encourage people, you know what I mean? But and those people are appreciative, and they'll reach out to us and be like, bro, you guys were an inspiration, or you guys are awesome, blah blah blah, and this blah blah, and we're never like, oh yeah, like trying to pick ourselves like we're somebody, bro. We're straight up chilling. Like we're as humble as you. If you're struggling in something, we're gonna help you out. You know what I mean? We're not crabs in buckets, bro. But unfortunately, here in the RGV or anywhere that you go to, there's always gonna be those selective few people that they see you climbing up, and they're gonna want to bring you down with whatever they can, bro, because they're unhappy with themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I do see that as a big problem, but it is getting better. I think there are more people coming up with that share our same mentality, where it's like,
Yeah,
no,
the
like
knowledge.
let's put
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other let's put each other up, and everyone, there's that saying like when the tide rises, all boats rise, or whatever. you know, and it's like that's definitely the right, the right way to go, about it, and
Yeah.
so I'm excited for the growth, just the growth of the RGV, is just like the
Yeah,
music
bro. The RGB has a
dancing.
lot of talent, bro. I'm not gonna
Honestly.
lie. I've seen a lot of people with amazing talent, but they're scared to get out there, and that's why I
Yeah.
encourage people, bro. Like everybody has a talent. It's just up to you how much you want to like put it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
why I started this podcast. I went out to the open mics, and I started seeing all these people, and I was like, oh shit, like there's a lot of cool artists out here, and that's how they started. I just want to talk to all the talented people out there, and
That's
and
awesome, bro.
Well,
And
you're doing something good,
yeah,
bro.
it's people like you, bro, that make a big difference, bro. And to a lot of people, it might not be a big deal, but to a lot of people, it is. So like, you keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you're doing an amazing job.
Honestly, bro.
thank you,
Yeah.
man, thank you, appreciate it. Um, Likewise, you guys too. You guys are really big inspiration. Uh, and I had a question about and you had mentioned albums, and so my question is like, are you guys working on an album, or are you planning to choose an album once you have songs to make one?
I mean, we're thinking of putting together something hopefully by next year. Right now, it's just
Singles.
Yeah, it's singles. We're just trying to pump out as much content to establish a fan base and establish an audience, so that when we do make a big project like that, it doesn't just flop. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we and especially because we have had talks already about how we want that album to sound. And it's of course going to be very deep, if that makes sense. Very
yeah,
deep, and it's going to mean a lot more than to what we are already doing at the moment. So that's probably going to be for future plans. And yes, we do plan a lot, but that's probably we already put that to the side because it hurts our heads, like, but
yeah.
thinking too much of that stuff. But yeah, that's kind of just in the works till like next year. So
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I want to ask. I'll be on the lookout though.
now you're good, bro. Now you fine.
I'll be on the lookout. Yeah, man, it's so fun, so crazy that you guys are doing this. The video of GTFO, that was really, it was really funny.
Thank you, bro.
And
Appreciate it,
so
bro.
I have questions like, did you guys write this out? Did you draw scenes? You're like, I'm gonna
Bro,
shake
we
my
write
ass,
things
or
out. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna pee
we
on your
wrote it
face.
out.
yeah.
And a lot of it came. We were like, bro, like imagine like some what is it? The Goose Brothers.
Yeah.
And we were looking for a lowrider, and we were choosing between a lowrider or what else we were gonna use?
It was a bikes.
Or bikes. Yeah, we were gonna use like some lowrider bikes. We were gonna use some lowrider bikes or a lowrider. So the good thing is that when you're a humble person, bro, a humble team, whenever you the way you present yourself to a person or in social media means a lot, bro. So when people feel your vibe and feel positive vibes, people are gonna open up their doors for you. So, bro, all of a sudden, like we want to thank everybody's opened, let us use their plays, use their stuff, like, cause believe me, bro, like nobody. If I had a car like the one that we used in GTFO, I wouldn't lend it to nobody.
Honestly, bro.
And this guy lent it to us and would close the door for us. He would we were driving it without him in the car. Like he gave us that trust, bro. Because that's his baby right there. He takes it to car shows, first place trophies with that car. And he gave us that trust, bro. And we recorded, and people are always lending us like their properties or props, clothing, or their hands, bro, like holding lights, all that shit. You know what I mean? And it's amazing how we see the support. A lot of people always cry, "Oh, I don't get support. I don't get support," but don't praise the support that you already received. But they want more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you should always be grateful with the support that you be receiving, because believe me, bro, like not even on a religious side, but you will be blessed. Like doors will open up and things will go your way. And sometimes things might not go your way sometimes, but you always have to make the best of it, bro. You know what I mean? That's why when there's times where it's raining, there's times where like people are not coming through where they're supposed to come through, or the car didn't show up, or this didn't show up. We just have to make the best of it, bro. Because if we get mad or we start whatever the fuck, it's not gonna work out. Like it's just gonna be even worse. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you always have to think with a positive mind, bro. It's like how we said before, we mentioned before earlier. that positive energy shit exists, bro. Like
It really is.
It's crazy, and I've always been the type of person to be like, nah, man, like get that shit away from me. You know
I remember
what
I
mean?
used to talk to him about that shit, bro. We'll sit at his crib and we'll all be smoking, bro. And I'll just be like, bro, you know that vibes exist. He's like, the fuck you mean vibes exist? And I'm like, yeah, bro, like there's a vibe that you get when you meet somebody. He's just like, nah. But then eventually, I mean, due to like life experiences, it teaches you things like that. Everything is energy. And it sounds real hippie-ish, but it's true, bro. Like whether it's positive energy, negative energy, whether it's neutral energy, like everything is energy. So you'll feel it,
bro. Because I used to fight with everybody.
bro. That ass.
Last year, like they stole my car. I pulled up to some guy's house. Like people will call me out. I'll be in their front door, and it's not even a flex, bro. Like honestly, I look back at my old posts. You know how Facebook does the memories or whatever, and I look back at my old posts and I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm retarded. What was I doing? You know, and even in the beginning of the year, bro, I messaged a lot of people and or I met up with a lot of people and I apologized, whether it was my fault or not. I just wanted to become a whole different new person this year. You know what I mean? And it all started by working with yourself. You can't go and expect to help other people if you're not happy with yourself. You know what I mean? So I just went through. I'm starting that journey, bro. I'm in that journey right now. You know what I mean? And it's helped me, my family, my wife, my kids, my friends. It's all helped me grow. You know what I mean? To a life that I thought that I wasn't gonna have. You know what I mean? I didn't expect for any of us. We didn't expect for any of us. But until when on New Year's, I clearly remember, bro, we were popping fireworks and shit. And when we spoke into existence, we're like, bro, Popular Loner is gonna make an impact in the RGB. Watch.
It was global and shit. We have, bro. Look, at the end of the year, what we're gonna do, because I have the video on my phone, July 1st. I have not looked at that video. I have even a notepad written down of things that we discussed that were gonna happen this year, and we're like mentally, I'm already checking them off because they're happening. So by the end of this year, like when New Year's happens, I'm gonna release that video, and I'm gonna be able to have like all of our like everything
stuff that we've done to check
yeah, to basically be like, bro, we did this. We manifested
and
it.
it's motivation, bro. And it's not even to flex on nobody. It was just it's motivation.
Honestly, bro, and that it's lately right now, personally, I for me myself, I'm just trying to become a man of understanding. Honestly,
yeah, because this guy's retarded right now,
bro. He's stupid.
He's still stuck in that little kid mentality.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to
tell you a quick story, real quick. I know we've been on the live for a minute, but check this out, bro. This guy. We get tickets to sell, right?
Bitch,
for the Mexican OT, right? So I tell this guy, look, bro, the VIP tickets are $100, right? And the general admission are $45. But check this out: if they get 2 or more tickets, you can give it to them for $75. Now, to your understanding, what I just told you right now, what did I just tell you? You're
on mute, bro.
Oh, should I mute it? Wait. So it was the general admission for 45.
General admission are 45, but that's we don't really need that right now. Like the VIPs are $100. So if I tell you here, bro, here's 10 VIP tickets, right? We'll sell them, right? But check this out: if they buy 2 or more, you can leave them to them for $75.
Okay.
Okay, so you get it, right?
Yeah.
This guy calls me. I'm like, hey, bro, have you sold any tickets? I told him, have you sold any tickets? Yeah, bro, I sold 2 VIP tickets or whatever. And I'm like, oh, badass, bro. Hell yeah. He's like, yeah. So how much do you have right now? It's like 75. And I'm like, okay. And you sold them for 75 a piece? He's like, nah, I sold them both for 75. I'm like, why the fuck did you sell them for $75? Because you told me that it's 2. And I'm like, no, idiot. If you sell 2 or more, you can sell them for 75. How are you gonna sell that if each ticket's $100, bro?
It was funny because we were going back and forth, and I was so fucking prideful in it, and I was standing like, I'm like, nah, bitch, and then we were going back and forth, and then like I was in the wrong, and I didn't realize that until like.
But I was in the wrong too because I did tell him a lot of fucked up shit. Because I was so mad. I was like, bro, how can you be so fucking stupid, bro? It's common sense.
we were going back and forth, and then I was like, well, I read your post, and it doesn't look like because it was supposed to be from $100 each ticket. Then if you sell 2 tickets, then each ticket becomes 75. And I
Yeah.
was like, bitch, you didn't tell me each. You just told me it's 75 for
but it
2.
comes then. Now, when I told you, hey, bro, when I explained to you, did you get it off the rip and say 75 each?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was reading a fucking post.
It's this Gen Z's,
I don't
bro.
know,
It's
man.
the Gen Z's and shit. I'm telling you.
And I was just like, the fuck? But then I ended up getting it figured out, and then we ended up doing what we had to do with it. But I was just like, oh. I was just like, all right, bet, fuck it.
So we're all, and it's an amazing journey, bro, because this guy is still young. I still got a tad bit to go, also. So we're learning. We're both learning. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of life experiences and shit or whatever too, but he has too. He has also in a young age. So we're just learning and going through this journey together, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like us as artists, you never stop learning. You're always gonna learn new things. So you never know what might be a popular learner within the next 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I mean? But hopefully, we're always gonna represent the RGV where we're from. We're always gonna like give credit to everybody that helped us out along the way. And I know that later on we're gonna replay back this podcast and to us whenever we're at a certain point, and we're gonna look back and be like, damn, bro,
That's
like,
crazy.
that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna hit you up for another podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be in a fucking big ass fancy ass office and shit.
Yeah, we're like, hey, let's do another podcast, bro, on the quick.
It was a funny shit on the fucking on the walls and
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me ask one last question,
yeah.
and then we can take this home. So how do you balance, being a dad and being a, tattoo artist, being a musician, and then
Oh,
working music videos?
it's I guess that's the reason why I have so much mental, because I come from a broken place, bro. Like I've been through prison because of my mistakes. I was in there for evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and then the other one was for assault with bodily injury because I fought some guy or whatever. But those are not flex either. But I've been through dark holes, bro. I've been through dark places. I've been in drugs. You know what I mean? I've been a drug addict. I've never stolen from nobody, but I would steal from stores and stuff like that. And and to for me to be this different person and change my whole life completely, and being like how you said a father, and I have 3 boys and I have and my daughter. My daughter is the last one that I had with my wife, and I have my wife, and then I have, like I said, all these bills and payments. It's just it's you're gonna break down, bro. Especially if you come from a broken place. You know what I mean? It's a lot. So I always try to put that smile every day for everybody. But there's be times, bro, where I'm hurting. You know what I mean? But just because I'm hurting, I'm not gonna give you my energy. I'm still gonna put on a smile for you. So it's hard sometimes, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I do have my wife that helps me out a lot. I do have my friends that help me out a lot. I do have um little things. Marijuana helps me out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
this fucking guy went on a mushroom trip for 3 hours. And me being the fucking good friend that I am to him, I stayed on the fucking phone with him
for 3 hours,
for 3
bro.
hours.
And
bro.
I was like, nah, bro, it's because I'm an asshole, bro. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Not like you are,
like,
but
like, bro, I went on my trip, but it's a self-realization, bro. I've done DMT. DMT is a self-realization also. Like, I don't do hardcore drugs. I don't do cocaine. I don't do any of that stuff. I like all natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like shrooms and stuff. And it really helps out your mental, bro. Like if you take it as medicine, I feel like it helps you out. If you want to take it because you want to get fucked up, then you're in it for the wrong reasons, because it wasn't made for that. You know what I mean? So me as a father, bro, and as a husband and as an artist, and my juggling, having to have my clients, because even my tattoo business, bro, it's a hustle. You feel me? Like I have to get clients, I have to get appointments. Like they don't just come to me. You know what I mean? And it's a lot, bro. But like I said, thanks to good friends and keeping your circle small and having positive energy, you can go through anything, bro. Like we can be going through hell and back, bro, and we're still gonna make it. You know what I mean? So I've gone to that point of realization, and I'm happy for the friends that I have now, bro. Honestly.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, anything else you guys would like to add before?
I mean, other than that, I mean, we just want to say thank you to every single person that supports us. You know, from every listen to every share to every stream to every comment to every like, we would not be Popular Loner if it wasn't for you guys. We wouldn't be doing the things that we are doing if it wasn't for people like you as well, bro. We just want to give our gratitude, and we want to give our roses to those that give us the roses as well.
Yeah.
So
big thank you to every single one of y'all.
We push ourselves very, very hard. We do our best to remain consistent. We do our best to remain disciplined, and we do our best to put on a show. Because at the end of the day, this is what we want to do, and this is what you guys love for us to do. So we are just trying to reciprocate the energy as well.
Yeah.
You know. So
This is just a little taste of Popular Loner.
A little bit stop.
Beautiful. So on the 31st, what's the name of the song that's coming out?
Wait for Me. It's called Wait for
Wait for
Me.
Me.
It's a heartbreak song in a way, but it's very popish, upbeatish. But the lyrics are very meaningful. When we both made this song, we teared up. I'm not gonna lie.
We were both going through some shit.
Yeah, we were both going through it, man. So every
He was
lyric,
fighting with his chick. I was fighting with mine.
it was just a whole fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, there's actual tears and feelings in that song.
You'll hear
and a lot of people that those chosen few people that have seen the video and the song, bro, like they've teared up.
Even our own chicks have heard it. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, hey man, we wrote this about you.
Yeah.
It's your fault. But hey man, they're behind us, and shout out to our girls. You know,
they fully support, bro.
They
Like,
support.
you know, a lot of girls when a lot of artists when they have their girls or their wives, they really don't support, bro. You know what I mean? And we're lucky enough to have people that support us, our family support us, our kids that support us, and it's an amazing feeling, bro. It's more than just it's more than just
Yeah, I can agree with that. My wife is actually very, very supportive, both of my stand-up and my podcast. So that's it is, you know, I agree with that. It's completely amazing. And there's nothing better.
So honestly,
happy wife, happy life.
It's pretty much how it goes, bro.
You're not gonna win. Trust me, I've tried.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna hit stop recording.